Stephen DeHaas, the first man in. Hi, I'm Raleigh Brown, and this is another curve flattening concert, number 471. Cozy Sheridan is here, my good friend, and my dear friend Ann Mintz, and Slim Edelman, and Donna Greenberg. Folks are checking in. Warren and Janelle and Carol Pred, thank you folks for being here. I think we could start out with a cloink. And here's to the Kokomo Kid who originated the cloink. My dear friend Karen Beatty, who is also Janice's best friend. And Rhonda Scott Merrick is here. And we have an interesting day here today. The workmen are next door putting on Dwight's roof after a big blow up with the contractor who was going to be a pain in the ass. And Charlie may or may not react. You can see Charlie right back there. He's watching the festivities. Kind of quiet under there. It's kind of shadowy by his head. And lots of other folks here, Aretta and Ron and Ken Nashif. Ken, I apologize. I am not playing the J200 today. That was a bait and switch. I have had a hand injury. I've only got kind of the use of 3 fingers and maybe a little bit of the 4th at this point. And I put lighter gauge strings on the Prue, and it's got a really short scale, so it's the only guitar I could really use today. Vayella is here from France. Hello, hello. Welcome aboard. And Judy Wong, my dear friend up in Massachusetts. Charlie Bryant in the People's Republic of Montgomery County, Maryland. Kate Petrella down there in Florida, Naples, I think, but I could be wrong. Margot Lemieux, Kathy Marzik. Michael Anthony Wood in southwest Oklahoma. We got people from all over here. John Hubner, one of my oldest friends from Lima, Ohio. Michael Tierson, who is out of COVID jail. Renee Blaker, my friend. So welcome aboard, you all. I'm going to do a kind of variety of stuff today, and I'll talk to you as we go along. So if suddenly Charlie the dog leaps up and starts barking, you'll know it's because of the workman next door. Although he was really great this morning. He reacted to them, and then he came right back when I called him. He's getting to be a really good dog. Ellen Wolf is here, and Annie Patterson. Oh, Annie. It's nice to see your face here and your name. So this first one is from the boss. Men walking down on a railroad track. You're going someplace there's no going back. Highway patrol chopper coming up over the ridge. Hot soup on a camp stove under the bridge. Shelter line reaching round the corner. Welcome to the New World Order. Families sleeping in their cars in the Southwest. No home, no job, no hope, no rest. Well, the highway is alive at night. Nobody's kidding nobody about where it goes. And I'm sitting down here in the campfire light, searching for the ghost of Tom Jones. Takes his prayer book out of a sleeping bag. Preacher lights up a butt, takes a drag. Preaching how the last shall be first, the first shall be last. In a cardboard box on the underpath. You got a one-way ticket to the promised land. You got a hole in your belly and a gun in your hand, sleeping on a pillow of solid rock, bathing in the city's aqueduct. Oh, the highway is alive at night, and everybody knows just where it goes. And I'm sitting down here in the campfire light, waiting on the ghost of Tom Joad. Tom said, "Ma, whenever you see a cop beating a guy, or hear a hungry newborn baby cry, where there's a fight against the blood and hate is in the air, just look for me, Ma, I'll be there. Wherever somebody's looking for a place to stand, for a decent job or a helping hand, where anyone's struggling to be free, just look in their eyes, Ma, and you'll see me. Oh, the highway is alive at night, nobody's kidding nobody about where it goes. And I'm sitting down here in the campfire light, with the ghost of old Tom Joad. Yeah, the highway is alive at night, and nobody's kidding nobody about where it goes. And I'm sitting down here in the campfire light, with the ghost of old Tom Joad. The Ghost of Tom Joad by Bruce Springsteen. Let me just say hello to a few more people. A lot of people are checking in. David McLean is here, and Frank Mato, and Dave Van Allen, and Charlie Ortolani. Lots of dear friends. And who did I miss? Deb B. Clark. I think I said hi to Carol Pratt. Bunny Barnes. And John Sprouse. And like that. Lots of good people. Great to see you all. So next up, Brian Kuiper just got here, and John Rossi. So little by little, this little finger is starting to be able to play. If it's over by the high strings, I can actually press down without pain, and if it's on the lower strings, I'm in trouble, so I don't use it. But it'll come back, I hope. I think it's going to be okay. And anyhow, you know, as a friend of mine pointed out the other night, most guitarists only use 3 fingers. So I'll be able to get away with something here. So this next one, some of you may have seen on my site. Today is, you know, I try to be honest with you guys and still keep my own personal boundaries of some kind. And today is the second anniversary, sad anniversary of Janice Mackenzie's death, my dear wife. And it's going to be a hard day for me, but you guys keep me happy, and playing the guitar keeps me happy. Last night I watched the movie Maiden, which is about the first all-women sailing crew that went around the world. What a film. Watch it if you get a chance. It's on Prime for like $3. And it's just fantastic, unbelievably gripping and beautiful. So anyhow, I watched that, and then I was still a little mopey. So I played the guitar, and I remembered how important the guitar is for me in helping keep my sanity. And it really, when I pick up the guitar, I always feel better, you know. And Cozy Sheridan says this is an excellent opportunity to explore partial capos. Unbeknownst to you, Cozy, I used partial capos years and years ago when I was young. And I still have a couple around here. I have one that I created, you know, by filing down a shub and cutting off the sleeve that goes on it. And then they came out with ones you could buy, and I have one of those. But I'm not going that way yet. We'll see how it goes, how it progresses. So anyhow, this next song is probably a little more to the feeling of what this day is about for me. So. One last look in the rearview mirror as westward you move on. The past recedes, it's just a whisper. Since December you've been gone. Keep your foot off the brake. Don't slow down for heaven's sake. Mind the road up ahead. Don't dwell on what was said. It ain't no use to cry. Just say goodbye to the rear view mirror. It ain't no use to cry. Just say goodbye to the rear view mirror. There's a horse out in the field as the wind begins to rise and dark clouds are rolling. Though you've lost something dear, the air begins to clear. A new day is unfolding. Let the tailwind drive you on. Feel the engine's mighty hum. Later on you'll chase the sun until the day is done. Up ahead, the big sky. Just lean in and don't ask why. Keep your foot off the brake. Don't slow down, for heaven's sake. It ain't no use to cry. Just say goodbye to the rear view mirror. It ain't no use to cry. Just say goodbye. The rearview mirror. So I wrote a bunch of songs in the 2 years since Jan passed. That was one of them. Kind of a way of coming to terms with my own emotions, and that's an ongoing battle. We still do that. But I have a little co-conspirator here now, Charlie the dog, and he helps me. I've noticed that I smile more when Charlie the dog is around, even when I'm smiling at injuring my hand or something like that. It's a crazy life. I'll play one more song, and then I'll do. I'm going to play a bunch of more songs, but I'll do announcements after this next one. This was a request from John Sprouse, and I didn't know what I could do with instrumentals, but I think I can play this one. So it might be a little shaky in places. So that's Bojay Poo Boo and medleyized with The Snowman, or I'm Walking on the Air. And The Snowman was the part that John Sprouse asked for. I see lots of comments here, and Lori Payne is here, and I don't know who else is new that I might have missed. I'm not seeing too much. Can you hear that banging? That's roofing being put on. Good for Dwight and Aaron, my dear friends who are going through it here. And Charlie Ortolani says the pinky must hurt on the bar chords. Yeah, I hear you. And Dakota Dave is here. Hey, man. Dakota Dave Hall, you should go listen to him every Saturday morning most of the time. He does Dakota Dave's Guitar Day at 11 o'clock Eastern and 10 o'clock Central Time. And it's always a joy. And it is announcement time. So the Invisibles are Joel Biget, Bill Rubenstein, Mike Stillman, and Mario Prue, who built this guitar. Judith Fox, Kit Serikaku, Kate Mack, and Linda Worster. And any other Invisibles, I apologize if I can't see you. So for those of you who haven't been here often, the Invisibles are people who make comments, but the software I have to watch while I do the concert for some reason doesn't register them. So I see their comments afterwards when I go watch on Facebook. And I do. I go back usually right afterwards, but sometimes later in the day, and I read all your comments, and sometimes I'll make a comment back. Who knows? It could happen. So PayPal, there's always a PayPal link here. But today, if Janice McKenzie were still alive today, what she would want you to do is probably to donate some money to the Senate campaign of Raphael Warnock in or House, I guess, Senate. It must be, he's senator in Georgia. I think it's Georgia. Anyhow, Raphael Warnock, he sends me about 20 emails a day asking for money. So he probably sends some to you too. If you want to give something, Charlie and I will cover the vet bills for today, and you can help elect another senator to help us control the Senate. Okay. Charlie was a great dog this morning. We hit all kinds of triggers and problems, and he sailed through with an effort. He did really well. The schedule I'm on today, and I'm on tomorrow at 3 p.m. with my usual four-song show. On Tuesday morning, I'm pretty sure my dear friends Cozy Sheridan and Charlie Koch will be on at 10:30 a.m. And Cozy can correct me if that's wrong, 10:30 Eastern Time. And I hope you'll listen to them, because I always do, either during the time, or it's an acupuncture day for me, so sometimes I get to it later in the day, but it's always something that cheers me up. They're such great music and also big-hearted people. So, and then Wednesday I'll be back at 3 p.m. and then I'll talk about what's the rest of the week, which will include Dakota Dave and others. Kate Petrella, hi Kate. And yes, Kate is another. There are many of us now, and more every day, who are members of the club that nobody ever wanted to join, the Widow and Widowers Club. And my heart goes out to all of you, and I know many of you reach out to me. Okay, so this one's for Big Dan Daniel. I don't know if he's here or not. Have you seen the old man in the closed down market, picking up the papers with his worn out shoes? In his eyes you see no pride, and hanging loosely at his side, yesterday's paper telling yesterday's news. So how can you tell me that you're lonely say for you that the sun don't shine. Let me take you by the hand, walk you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. And have you seen the old girl who walks the streets of London? Dirt in her hair and her clothes in rags. She's no time for talking, she just keeps right on walking, carrying her home in 2 carrier bags. And how can you tell me that you're lonely, and for you the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand, walk you through the streets of London. I'll show you something might make you change your mind. And in the all-night cafe at 11:15, the same old man sitting there on his own, looking at the world over the rim of his teacup. And each tea lasts an hour, and then he wanders home alone. So how can you tell me you're lonely, say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand, lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something might make you change your mind. And have you seen the old man outside the Seaman's Mission? Memory fading with the medals and ribbons that he wears. And in the winter city, the rain cries a little pity for one more forgotten hero in a world that doesn't care. And how can you tell me you're lonely, say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand, lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that might make you change your mind. Let me take you by the hand and walk you through the streets of London. Show you something might make you change your mind. Ralph McTell's wonderful song, The Streets of London, requested by my buddy Big Dan Daniel. And I think that has a special meaning for Dan right now. He's in a rest facility because he can't really get around on his own. And it's a hard life, but he's got a roof over his head and gets taken to his dialysis appointments, and he's surviving. Like we're all surviving in our different ways. You see a couple more comments here. Jackie Damsky is here. Hi, Jack. And Michael Tierson is another member of the Widow and Widowers Club, a long-time member, way before me. Pam Zappardino. Hi, Pammy. And Toby Simmons is here. A lot of people checking in. And like that. Who am I missing? Aisling Bain. Folks from all over the place. And from YouTube, Single Malt 77005. I don't know if that's a zip code or the number of single malts you've drunk or the cost of a good bottle of single malt. And Chris Layden is here, my buddy. Chris Layden, if you that big vintage sign up there was given to me by Chris as a housewarming. Chris and his wife Rita as a housewarming gift. You can't see it with the glare on there, but it's a picture of an old BMW. Gina Adams is here from Los Angeles. Thank you guys all for coming along. I'm going to do another instrumental for you, and then I have a couple tunes after that. So we're running a little long today, and that's, it's the Sunday morning extended concert. And I should say, part of the reason I couldn't, sometimes the requests I get are just songs that I don't really know or that really don't connect with me. And in addition to that today, there's some of them that I simply can't play right now. So my friend Michael Miller down in North Carolina requested Deep River Blues, and those chord positions ain't happening. So some other time I might play that. So this one, oddly, this is a very sophisticated tune, but I can still play it, and I will play it for you now. One of the great atmospheric jazz instrumentals of all time, written by the amazing Thelonious Monk, and it's called Round Midnight. Round Midnight by Thelonious Monk. I got to that last chord and I realized I couldn't play it with my finger. I had to make a little adjustment. So I'll sing a couple more for you. We just got a big sigh from Charlie the dog. I guess I should show you Charlie. He's moved into his down on the floor position. Oh, you can't even see his whole head, so we have to do that. There we go. That's the boy. He's quite a little character, this guy. So we'll try to get back up here. Meh. There we go. Since you're gone, I think of you up there in the great beyond, or who knows where. And now and then I say hello, but if you hear, you never let me know. Up where you are, time has no end, but way down here, I'm losing friends. Here on earth, nothing stays the same. We're here and gone, like tears in rain. Here and gone, like tears in rain. Another friend, another loss. We give our love, we pay the cost. He leaves the stage, we say goodbye, and we're left here to wonder why. Up where you are, time has no end, but way down here, I'm losing friends. Here on earth, nothing stays the same. We're here and gone like tears in rain. Here and gone like tears in rain. I know someday my time will come, a gust of wind, and I'll be gone. And though I don't know how or when, I'd like to think I'll see you then. Up where you are, time has no end. Way down here, we're losing friends. Here on earth, nothing stays the same. We're here and gone, like tears in rain. Here and gone, like tears in rain. So I wrote that song about a year ago after my good friend David Surratt passed away. And his first anniversary of not being with us anymore is coming up a little later in the month. And I'll be thinking about his wife, Susie, and thinking about all the friends who come and go in our lives, and it's inevitable. There's no way around it, and we just have to get used to it. So I've never sung this song before. I'll close with this and then do the mantra. But it just seemed like the right song title, at least for my feelings today. Well, I lay my head on the railroad track, waiting for the double E. Train don't come by here no more. Poor, poor, pitiful me. Poor, poor, pitiful me. Poor, poor, pitiful me. These young girls won't let me be. Lord have mercy on me. Whoa, whoa, is me. Well, I met a girl in West Hollywood. I ain't naming names. Well, she really worked me over good. She was just like Jessie James. She really worked me over good. She was a credit to her gender. She put me through some changes, Lord, just like a wearing blender. Whoa, poor, pitiful me. Poor, poor, pitiful me. These young girls won't let me be. Lord, have mercy on me. Whoa, whoa, on me. Yeah, she really worked me over good. She was a credit to her gender. She put me through some changes, Lord, sorta like a wearing blender. Whoa, poor, pitiful me. Poor, poor, pitiful me. These young girls won't let me be. Lord, have mercy. Well, whoa, whoa is me. Be happy, be healthy, be brave and be calm. Be kind, it's a snap. And if you get cranky, take a nap. So I thank you all for joining me You helped me get through a lot of tough stuff, and this is no exception. Jim Greco is here, and Jim being here reminds me that under the heading of Nothing Stays the Same, one of the great landmarks of our old college days in Kent, Ohio, the downtown mill at Kent, burned down yesterday, and that's like a huge landmark of downtown Kent, and the whole Kent community is in mourning over it. So I send my good wishes to all my fellow Kent friends. And but I've seen Kent go through a lot of changes since 1967, and it's just part of the deal. Okay, so much love to you all. Charlie sends his love from his little perch down below. I wonder if I switch cameras here to the Halo cam, maybe he might show up if I did that. There he is. He's sending out good vibes kind of telepathically. You know, he's not actually... you could never tell to look at him, but secretly that's what's happening. So I love you guys. I will see you somewhere down the road.